All right, it's Mortal Monday. So, on Mortal Monday, what we do is Mortal Monday things with Mortal Kombat liveries. It's where the results don't matter, and it's all for fun. Let's go. Right now, we are going to change this to car name display, driver names. That's pretty much it. All right, let's go. All right, we got Jackie Briggs in first place in the old Porsche with no name. We're going to be making a livery and picking somebody. It might be Sinestro or somebody that's an adversary of one of the other cars. So Jackie Briggs is in first place pretty solidly. No name following behind. We got Su Hao. If you're familiar with Mortal Kombat, you know these names. We've got another new car in the 296 that I haven't liveried out yet. We have Takeda, Kung Jin, Quan Chi, Serena, Thor, Natara, Ashra, Raiko, Kai, Meat, Moloch, Havoc, Tanya, Tremor, and Blaze. And then we've got me. But I'm in a Group 4 car, that way I wasn't interfering. I just want to see which ones are better cars that perform better as time goes on. The slower cars of certain brands are going to be dropped out. But for right now, we've got 2 Porsches, we've got 2 Audis, got a bunch of BMWs. But you can see certain cars are definitely pulling ahead. So Jackie Briggs, pretty dominant performance so far. That's the old Porsche, also known as the Demon. Like I was saying, we've got a new adversary here, and we have a new adversary here. We're going to have to figure out some Mortal Kombat themed names and cars and liveries. Right now, they're running away. Akita is following up in 5th place. I think that's the old NSX. Because the new NSX, I think, fell way back. We got the WRX, AMG, Natara, definitely falling back. So we know we're probably going to be cutting this one out at some point. You can tell it's holding people up. Natara doesn't have a livery yet either, but I don't think we're going to have to worry about it because Natara is going to be falling off. I only use the top 19 per manufacturer series. And there's multiples in some of them, so you're going to see some of them fall off. Jackie Briggs still cranking along. There is no Sophie on this one, so probably going to be a pretty steady race. Not too much passing going on. The computer doesn't really get too competitive with each other when it's the old AI. When it's the Sophie 2.0, you can see I'm parked up on the inside there. When it's Sophie 2.0, it gets a little more competitive. You can see that Ferrari on the high speed is definitely catching up to the Porsche. Right now, Porsche is 1-2. Ferrari's 3-4, it looks like. Ita's solid in 5th place. BRZ. Got Kung Jin, 6th place. Quan Chi's kind of pressuring Kung Jin, so you can tell Quan Chi is probably faster. And you can see Serena and Thor kind of spreading out a little bit. Still got Natara holding up the pack. I think Natara's about to get cut out. Oh, no. Raiko's trying to put that pressure on. But Raiko doesn't have a real good pressure car. A couple of the BMWs fell back. I think the Audis fell back too. Lamborghini pushed up. Yeah. 2 BMWs fell back. Because there's 4 BMWs total. Alright, Briggs still in first. See, those Porsches are just 1-2 in the field here. You cannot go wrong with Porsche or Ferrari right now. BRZ is holding a 5th, but there's a pretty big gap up to the Ferrari and Porsche. And there's a pretty big gap between the Subaru and the BRZ as well. So Subaru's holding AMG up pretty good. Thor pushed up through the AMGs, which we expected that he would, or he's working on it. Huge gap between Porsche, Ferrari, and Subaru and AMG right now. Huge gap. Subarus are fighting with each other, which isn't helping things. WRX has had enough. I think he's going for it now. Here we go. Alright, the WRX has taken a place. Quan Chi's coming up. Let's see if he can get a place. Kung Jin now in 5th place. Nothing happening in the front of the pack here. Porsche and Ferrari are just kind of, we're top 4, we're not going to fight for anything. But WRX got around the BRZ finally. So we're going to see that WRX pull a little ways away. NSX kind of fell off. And that's the end. The end. All right, so we had Porsche, solid 1-2. Ferrari, we saw a place change here. We saw this NSX held on. Where's the other NSX? Did the other NSX fall back? Yeah, the other NSX fell back. So that's unexpected. We had one BMW pushed forward and one Audi pushed forward. Genesis, I think, held the same spot. Meat fell back, and the other BMWs fell back, and the Huracan pushed forward a little bit. So that's You know, that's what Mortal Kombat Racing is. The results don't matter. You can look at them and take them how you will, but I've got them in order according to manufacturer's cup on this one. And then I put the extras in that most people wouldn't use. You can see that the LMS 15 actually did better than the Evo did. I don't know how, but there it is. Take it or leave it. Let's go check out the Group 2s at Fuji. Yeah. I'll be starting this up on Monday. I used to do this on like every Monday for like a year. And we'll get back into this, just farting around. Okay, so we've got the lineup of all 10. We've got Penguin in first. Penguin still needs a livery. We have Shazam, Catwoman, Deathstroke, Darkseid, The Flash, Batman, Green Lantern, the Joker, and No Name. Also needs a superhero and a livery for that superhero. Then we have me just kind of chilling back here in a Group 4. So Penguin, you can see Penguin takes off right away. Now, this week for Fuji, they only have 3 cars allowed, but I'm just playing them all. Take it or leave it. You can see that Audi, even under BOP, the Audi just runs away. So I don't know how, but there it is. The Audi's running off, even with BOP. So maybe BOP didn't get applied properly, and I double-checked it when I left the lobby, and it was activated. Sometimes BOP doesn't activate. Anybody who runs lobbies knows it. So you got to keep an eye out for that. Maybe BOP didn't activate here, because he's just running off. He's running off like he's a Group 1. Like, done. So the real race is back here with Shazam, Catwoman, Deathstroke. Who's going to be getting second place? Who knows? We got Shazam. He's holding second pretty well. We got Deathstroke holding off Catwoman. I think Catwoman was up 1. Not positive on that, because I think they were kind of in alphabetical order from Catwoman. So I think Deathstroke did move up 1. We've got Catwoman in 4th. The Flash. Darkseid, I think, is falling back. And I think that's the tough Lexus, if I remember right. And then the Joker sitting in 7th already. I like that Nissan. He was in 9th. He started in 9th, so I would say that this and this. I don't know why Batman's back there, because Batman's supposed to be good here, but he's not. And then the Toyota falls way off. And we've got me parked. So the Penguin, he's off and away. Shazam, Deathstroke, Catwoman, they're kind of fighting for second. Deathstroke, I think, already took 3rd from Catwoman, so we'll see how that goes. But Mortal Monday, from here on out, I'm going to be trying to do these on Mondays. I'll get them set up, I'll save a replay, and we'll just go through the replay and see what the cars are looking like. The results don't matter. The tires aren't even the same. It's just for entertainment purposes only. And this is what I practice with too. So that Audi is insane. We're going to check and see if they allow the Audi, because if the Audi on BOP is that strong, might want to use it. But I don't think they allowed the Audi this week. I think they allow the Toyota, the CLK, and something else. We'll take a look after this. The CLK is solid 9th place in front of the Toyota. It's crazy. Because on BOP, it's like the Toyota's the slowest one. Penguin's just gone. Shazam. We got Catwoman and Deathstroke fighting for third place again. Catwoman took her third place back. Interesting. The Hondas are fighting for third place here. Got the Joker. He's cutting his way up the pack. Like I was saying, that Nissan Nismo, that's a good car, man. The one that has Nismo in the name and on the livery. That's a good one. The Xanavy, I'm not a fan. The Xanavy Skyline, that one is not great. Is it that one? I think it might be that one. That one's a tough drive, man. The Green Lantern, that's a tough drive. And you've got the two back runners and me. Penguin way off in first place. So far off in first place, it's ridiculous. Like, he's not even visible. We got Shazam holding second place pretty good. Deathstroke took third place back again. Don't know what's going on with Catwoman, but she's kind of inconsistent, and I think there's certain corners that her NSX is better, and there's certain places that Deathstroke's NSX is better, and so once he gets away from her, I don't think that she'll be able to catch him again. She must have done something that screwed her up. The Joker's definitely pushing forward. I mean, right now, if you had your choice of any of the cars, I would either take the Penguin or I'd take the Joker for sure. They're both looking real good. Penguin must have wiped out. I thought he was pushing up on Catwoman. Or not Penguin, but Joker. There, these are all pretty similar cars. Far above and away, the Penguin and the Joker are looking pretty strong in Group 2. Under BOP. Ugh, Catwoman, what are you doing, bruh? We got the Joker. He pushed up from 10th place, if I remember right. So he's pushing up pretty good. And the Penguin's gone. You're not even going to see him in front of second place. He's just gone. So that Audi is real strong. And then the Nissan Nismo, not the Xanavy, pretty strong in this category. But for this week, I don't know which ones you can use. We'll look, and we'll try to remember which ones did good and which ones didn't. And it looks like everybody's running the CLK, which the CLK is looking horrible under BOP with the bot race. Like, the computer's really struggling with the CLK. The players figured out something that the computer hasn't figured out about that car yet. And then the Toyota, also slow. So Penguin, as you can see, still gone. He's like turning already, and they're quite a ways behind. Probably 6 to 10 seconds behind. Okay, the Joker, he's making his move. There we go. He's trying anyways. Yeah. And he's like, Flash, you've held me up for the last time. We're going to keep our eye on the Joker, and we're going to keep our eye on second place. Shazam and Deathstroke have been going at it a little bit. And it looks like the Joker is having problems in the corners. I'm not sure what's going on here, but it's like he puts the pressure on and then, he fails a pass and then he gets put back again. So the Flash is kind of giving it to him. That Lexus is probably the good one. I mean, none of these cars is really out of it, But between the Audi and this Nissan Nismo, those are both looking pretty good. They did some huge jumps in places. And the rest of these, I don't know how they're falling back so much. Maybe they just lost slip and fell back. Something, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting, though. Penguin, gone. Shazam. Also looks like he's pretty gone now. So now we have a four-way race for third place here. Deathstroke's holding off Catwoman, who has passed him and started ahead of him. So she's passed him a couple times here and there. The Flash still putting pressure on. I think he climbed up from a back place in the ranks because I think Darkseid was up farther. And then the Joker pushed up from last place, I think, besides me. So he pushed up from 10th. So Catwoman's making the Flash is making a move on Catwoman. No, he doesn't get it in there. So he's trying, though. It looked like the Flash was going to do something there, and then she got fast again. Deathstroke is still pushing up on Shazam here. Like, this is a five-way race for second place, what I'm seeing right now. He screwed up his exit, so this could be interesting. We got Shazam, Deathstroke, Catwoman, the Flash, and Joker. All still contending for second place. The Joker, I think, falls off on the high speed, but, I mean, he's got the slip. You can see Shazam is just taking off. Shazam! He had a bad entry, or a bad exit onto that straight, too, but he's got some speed. Look at that, he put a huge gap. Catwoman, I think, doesn't have the high speed, and that's what's kind of... She got her third place back, though. Or maybe that's the speed one. And the other one is the cornering one, and that's where the problems are happening. We've still got the Flash and Joker back here trying to get up, trying to get in. Joker's making a move. Joker just made a move. Did he make it stick? No, he didn't. He was up in there. Damn. Catwoman is still battling Deathstroke off. Deathstroke is kind of trying to get that front end in. We'll see if he can make something happen. Right now, Catwoman's fending him off. If she can get to that straightaway, she might take off on him. Take off with Shazam here. See what happens. Yeah. These guys. All right, Catwoman has definitely put a little bit of a gap. We're getting up onto the straight where Shazam usually takes off. Catwoman's got the slip. So she got her place back. Darkseid fell way back. Look at that gap. Look. Shazam! Shazam just took off. Like, imagine having the slip and watching somebody escape. Well, you have the slip. That's just unreal, bro. Yeah, the Joker fell back. I think this is the handling one. It's not a speed one. And then we got Darkseid, Green Lantern, Batman, and No Name back here. Penguin's absolutely gone. We got Shazam. He's also looking kind of gone. This Catwoman can't corner very much. So it's surprising that Catwoman is still where she's at. Because she has a little bit of speed, but not as much as Shazam does. And then she also, I don't think, has as much handling. Like, Deathstroke is really getting sick of her. We can tell there's, oh, he kicked out a little bit. Like, this battle for third place is insane. Because I don't think they're going to catch Shazam again. Catwoman, I mean, she's getting up to him. It's crazy. Like, look, she's back up on him. And then the straightaway happens. Shazam's just like, nah. I'll be seeing ya. Nice knowing ya, buds. We got Deathstroke. Flash, Joker, we're still fighting for second. The Joker ran a really good race until he got up to this pack right here. He methodically passed each and every person from last place up to sixth. And now where's seventh? Way back there. Look, he's not even within sight. So these cars, I would not recommend using any of these back here. Definitely not that Viper. Penguin's gone. Well, we've got Shazam, Catwoman, Deathstroke, Flash, and the Joker. We'll see what they can come up with. We're running out of time on this one, so we'll see what they come up with here. And in the corners, they are catching back up to Shazam. Shazam is completely in second place because of his straight line performance. That's pretty much it. He's just blowing them out on that straightaway. So this is the interesting part of the race right here, is these four cars that are working on each other. Ooh, Deathstroke cuts in on the turn. Let's see if he can make it stick. Catwoman kind of got knocked out there a little bit. Deathstroke is in third place again. I think the Flash is kind of getting sick of Catwoman in these corners too, so we'll see what happens. Let's see if the Joker and the Flash can get around Catwoman. Might be a wrap. Deathstroke definitely put a little bit of gap there. So he was being held up. He's finally getting free of the third place blockade. And now he's getting held up by Shazam in the corners. I think Deathstroke, if he could get past Shazam, I mean, the straightaway, obviously Shazam's going to take off. But if he can get past Shazam in these corners, he might be good for a second place. Right now in the corners, Shazam is holding him up and allowing Catwoman to get back up towards him. So we'll see what happens here. All right, Shazam is in his applesauce zone. Deathstroke. See if Deathstroke can put a little gap on the straightaway here. I don't think he can. I don't think he can. So now Catwoman's going to get an attitude in the corners. And like the Joker's real strength is the corners. Look, he's trying to pass on the inside. He just crossed the grass right there. He's getting desperate for a pass on these corners. Because he has a lot of downforce, so for the cornering, he's going to come up ahead. But on the straightaways, he's falling back. And Fuji is kind of a hybrid type of course where you got to have straight line performance and handling. And they might be dealing with a little tire wear at this point. Shazam and Deathstroke, they're like right together there. This is a battle for Earthrealm, man. We got all the superheroes getting together, battling for between good and evil. That was it. So there you have it. The Penguin by a mile. You got Shazam, Deathstroke, Catwoman, Joker, Flash, Darkseid, Green Lantern, Batman, and No Name. And then me. So there you have it. Let's go see, because I think this McLaren, I'm not sure which ones are in the race. I know these two are for sure, the Toyota and the CLK. Maybe the GTR GT500's in it. I'm not sure. Let's go look. We know that Nissan Nismo was a fucking Joker, was killing it, man. So the results are just for entertainment purposes only, but you can kind of see which ones the games think are the best. You know what I'm saying? Which one the game thinks is the best. Obviously, Penguin and Joker were just rolling, dude. Okay. Now, they might have a custom gearbox on this one, but this one, by far and away, was the highest straight line. By a mile. And was holding his own. But you can see we've got the Toyota, we've got the CLK. I don't know why people wouldn't be using this, because that straight line speed was insane with this thing. You could see he was clearly pulling off of the 3rd through 6th place in the straightaway. These two were the last 2 places in the race. So, and they kind of stayed there. Now, I don't know if if I started the CLK in first place, he might blow off. I don't know. That's why I was saying it's kind of for entertainment purposes only, and we might randomize how these ones start just to see. But from what we just saw, this BMW McLaren held off 4 other cars in the straightaway by a mile. And in the corners, it wasn't too bad. So let's go look at what we got here. Got a guy here. Yeah, so there's a guy here. This car is probably a little bit more difficult to drive, is what I would guess. But on the straightaway, if it's got the same gearbox that I just saw, you know, that's the other thing, is you don't know if these are bopped or if these are like custom tunes. These might be custom tunes. Or they might not be bopped at all. I don't know if it says, yeah, there's a bop. So if it's bopped, this one. Now, what's making these better? I don't know. I don't know why people are just gravitating towards these when this one obviously had the best top speed. So if you can keep the corners together, there's 2 or 3 sections where the top speed of this one is a huge advantage. So, but we'll see that later. Cyrus will be running a little bit later, maybe right now. But there you go. Mortal Monday. The results don't matter. It's for entertainment purposes only. But from what we just saw, Shazam, aka the BMW McLaren, was just blowing them out on the straights. So you fend people off in the corners, and if you lose a space, you take it back on the straights because now you have the slip. He was blowing them out without the slip. So if you have the slip, that car is going to be absolutely dangerous on the straights. And that's just what I see. Maybe other people don't like driving that car or whatever, but what I see right now with the current BOP that we just ran, which could be totally different. Like I said, it's for entertainment purposes only. But between those three cars, I'd be going for the BMW McLaren myself, because that just looks like the easier ride on the straights. And then you kind of struggle a little on the corners, and then you take your straights again. So nothing is more frustrating than watching somebody with less driving skill blow you out on the straights, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then they can defend through the corners and take the next straight even farther. And it's a slippery slope where a person with less skill is faster. That's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. We will be back tomorrow for Taco Tuesday. We are actually starting on the northern portion of our journey. We are halfway done South America. Our tour from San Diego to South America and back to Florida is halfway done. So we'll start traveling north up the east side of South America tomorrow in VR. So I hope to see you there. And for now, we are going to say good night. We'll be hanging out on Cyrus's channel in a little bit here. All right, take care. Late.